Welcome to Search for Mighty Max. This is the show where me and my brother search for, find, and talk about toys. That's a terrible intro. What's going on here? I should be more excited. Welcome to Search for Mighty Max. This is the show where me and my brother search for, find, and talk about toys. So today's episode, we're focusing on Mighty Max, which I know is the name of the show, but we don't always feature Mighty Max on the show. But today, we are. So, I'm just going to get into it. The first thing that I wanted to show you guys, and my brother, was the Cyber Rover! Yes, I know you guys have seen the Cyber Rover, but have you seen what's inside the Cyber Rover? I didn't think so. So inside the Cyber Rover, let's put these guys standing up and looking cool. So Mighty Max Mexico Clones also does some of the Mini Mutants figures, and I was like, what now? Because my Cyber Rover doesn't have any turtles in it, and it was making me sad. Because I was like, if I take this outside and it's driving around, who's driving the Cyber Rover? So I needed to get some turtles. I was talking with the guy, and I was like, hey man, like there's these really kind of rare ones. Can you make them? And he was like, actually, that figure is based off this Donatello one. So if you look at that figure, it's got the zipper vest and all that stuff. So he just took Donatello and he made a mold out of it. It was not one that he had the molds and stuff yet for, because he doesn't get like a lot of Mini Mutants requests, unfortunately. But he should, because they're dope. So got the Donatello, which is like a standard military one. And because, you know, the toy companies are smart, they just repurpose all the molds for different playsets and stuff. So they just did that for Leo and Raphael and Michelangelo. And I got all the turtles in there. And in my head, it's like, all right, Donatello used his brain smartness to time travel or something. So that's the actual Donatello from the standard timeline. And he got zapped to the future. And he met up with these alternate future version turtles, maybe. I don't know. And Leo doesn't want to stand up. That's fine. He's chilling in the corner. He's falling over in the corner. But yeah, the paint job on these is amazing. They feel good. They feel like brand new figures, which is awesome. I still got a couple pieces for the Cyber Rover that I need to find, like the antenna and the little blue car that gets shot out. My stickers are good, so that's good. And then there's a little button that goes on the top and then a missile in the back. Pretty much every piece is missing on Cyber Rover, except the Cyber Rover itself, so god damn it. But at least I got the figures, which is more important to me than the little pieces, because I need somebody to drive the Cyber Rover. So that's the first thing I wanted to show, because the Cyber Rover is literally my favorite playset, and those figures were like part of it. And the one that I saw posted was like $200 for two of them. Like $100 a figure? Are you fucking kidding me? No. Like, what a joke. No way. But this guy was able to make me some reproductions at a fraction of the cost. And honestly, they look better. They feel better. So I think a big win for me. So that's a Cyber Rover with the minifigs all closed up. Yeah, Cyber Rover! Cyber Rover! So awesome. Okay, so moving on. Also from the same guy, Mighty Max Mexico Clones. Whoa! I know you've already seen these, but I put them in this plastic case as like a display, so now you can see them all in there. But the problem I've been having is that they fall over all the time, and that sucks. So I got these little bags that hopefully I can just stick these guys in, and then they'll be safe in the case, right? So I guess I could have done this like off camera, but whatever, we're just hanging out today. Messing around with some Mighty Max stuff. If I can do this in real time, that's fine. That's fine. So how can I do this? If I do right in the center, it's got like a white back to it. So now you can see that figure clearly and it's safe. Zipper it up, let it go in here and look okay. Figuring out stuff in real time. Real time gonna make a better time. It's gonna look cool 'cause it's real time. Real time figuring out real time. There's gotta be a way to do this properly. It's taken me like 1,000 years to figure out one, so this was gonna go great, swimmingly. No time at all. I mean, the good thing is I'm in a bedroom, so there's carpet on the ground, so if I drop anything, or when I drop something, because I always do, it won't shatter until it won't shatter into a million pieces. Oh, did I really just get air in it? That's so annoying. So if I fold it, there is a strategic way to do this. I swear. I've only done 2, I'm not done yet. Let's see if it works. So, Max and Virgil at the top. They're hanging out in there, right? All the other guys are falling? Okay, I think we're onto something. Real time figuring out real time. That's my country song. We're figuring out things in real time. Alright, 5 more to go. I would do this on the camera, but then I feel like I would break something. Oh, this one is sketch, man. How do I do this without breaking it? That's the question I ask myself. 'Cause I don't want to break these toys right now. I'm just trying to display them cool. Four more to go, people. 4 more to go. We have not dropped any. We have not broken anything. This is good energy for today. Just busy making little bag sounds because you don't know what I'm doing off screen. But this should be cool when we're done. So a little patience goes a long ways. This is good. I can kind of be a little more strategic how I want to quote unquote pose these guys. Every time I bumped, because I had these out on the shelf and I would bump the shelf. Oh great, when did this fall? You fucker. My favorite camera of all time, which never dies on me and never creates problems ever. Alright, one more, people. One more. Alright. We got them in there. Oh, yeah. Might quit in frame. Sweet. So that's the Maxnificent Seven. The Beowulf, and the Archer guy, and the Monkey guy, and Mujaji, and Norman, and Virgil. Virgil's kind of falling over. Hold on. And Virgil and Teen Max. Maxnificent Seven. Puts them in some bags, so now they're all safe up in there. Which, that's what we're trying to do. Keep things safe. Sweet! Alright. Can't see shit. Whatever, it's probably fine, right? 15 minutes already. How? Called messing around? Alright, whatever. Alright, moving on. Got another one of these things, but I stuck some Shrunken Heads in there. So, I only have 4 Series 1 Shrunken Heads. So, I thought the same thing. I was like, can I put these in bags? Because they're floating around in there and it's not good. So I got this Skull Dude. Classic. I remember this one from having this. We got a Max who has a flame. So that's cool. Always like this one because it's like a snake in there. Why is it creating problems for me right now? Get your feet in there, dude. There we go. Fits nice and snug in there. And then you got a snake on the front as well. It just looks good. I should do this. I had them flat in there and I like that. But doesn't fit that kind of way. Figuring out things in real time. Figuring out things in real time. Alright, next up is this rat guy. Pretty sweet. Oh my fucking Jesus. Little Max with a sword and a lantern. I always thought this one was cool. You got the pink rat in the front there. And then his sword sticks up and becomes like part of his eyeball. Yeah, classic. Mr. Brains. Some of these, I should know their names, but I'm like forgetting right now, so I'm just making them up. Whatever. Rat guy, skull guy. Brain guy. He's got, what are those? Some like flyers. Brain face, right? That is his name, right? I think he's got 2 names. Some of these playsets have double names, and that's cool. So you can call it whatever you want. And then this one, I remember the name. It's called Meltdown. I don't think I have... No, I do not have the figure for that one. Boo. So I'm halfway through with Series 1 of Shrunken Heads. Because I only have 50% of them. Luckily I have figures for them, or at least most of them. 75% of 50%. But there's the 4 that I got. Now I got them in bags so I can do this and it won't like scare me. So there is the 4 that I got. Now we move on to something very exciting. Series 2 Shrunken Heads. These are going for way too much on eBay. Everybody needs to calm the fuck down. Like, I know that they're rare and I know that people are collecting these play sets and everything, but Jesus fucking Christ, like, there's got to be a line that you draw, which I actually have another example later I'm going to show in this video, but there's got to be a line somewhere like, you know what? No, it's not worth it. Or maybe there's some alternatives, but yeah, it's just like, there's a line. Like, no, like we're going too far. I don't want to say we're being taken advantage of, but we kind of are. If someone has something and they're like, I know what I got, and I'm like, I know that you know what you got, but like, why is it gotta be ridiculous like this? It shouldn't be, but it is. But I get it, supply and demand, whatever. But anyhow, that's my rant to show you that I have these different Shrunken Heads. These are all authentic Series 2 Shrunken Heads. So I'm going to bag up the ones that I got. And I got to be careful with these because I've broken 2 of them. Not super bad, just little bits and pieces from the opening mechanism. So they look good as playsets still. But yeah, I did drop them and that sucked. So first up we got Skullmaster. So this one opens up and you got left hand sword Max. And I believe this is authentic, because you'll see an engraving on the feet. And the M usually looks like pretty solid, kind of stylized, I think is what I've noticed. It's just hard to kind of stylize like that. And then the inside you got Skullmaster. So interesting, they don't give you like a figure with these because they're too small. They just give you Max. And then his sword sticks up and becomes his other eyeball. Burnt. I was kind of thinking earlier, I was like, I should have these little Shrunken Heads out and like the figure right next to it, but I don't know, man. I don't know if there's enough room. But looking at these, I'm like, maybe in the corner or something. I have to experiment with it later. For now, I just wanted to keep them safe. Alright, next up is, what's this one? This one's got to be the Necrosaur. I'm just trying to remember. Yeah, this one's the Necrosaur. This is one of the ones that I also broke. So it's the front piece that I broke off. I sent my brother a couple, and I sent him the busted ones. Because I was like, shoot, they're duplicates. But I also broke these pieces. So I'll keep the nice one, and I'll send him one. Like, they're still good. They still look good, you know? But yeah. This is also an authentic Max piece, I think. The stylized M. So this one's kind of annoying to put in here, so it goes, it goes upside down and through the top, but the dragon's right there on the bottom. So I kind of close it like reverse, so it doesn't fall out. Oh man, this one's a little bit wider than I thought for this bag. Which, that's not good. Figuring out real problems, real time. Alright, we got it. Next up, the Conqueror. Boom, Conqueror. Rawr. This one... Oh, there's no way this is a real one. So, Mighty Max Mexico clone saving the day with a clone. You can see that the M is not that stylized one. And no little stamp on the bottom. But still, like, from afar and pretty close up, like, he does a good job. You know, it passes. It looks pretty good. Remember, this is the same guy that did the Mini Mutants earlier, which I absolutely love, and I think they look great. But Mighty Max was a different, you know, caliber of toy, for sure. It's kind of like Lego, right? They're all patented and blah, 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 but really it was about the measurements of their brick that, like, made it work. Because it was just, like, a perfect fit every time for Lego. Because I remember seeing a documentary about it. Because I watch Lego documentaries. But same thing with Mighty Max. Like, even the closing of these things, like, it just, the snaps and everything are just, like, so satisfying, you know? But anyhow, that's the Conqueror. His sword sticks out and becomes his other eye. And I'm going to stick this in a teeny tiny bag. So that way it's safe. But yep, that figure is not authentic, and I am totally okay with that because there is a line. There's a line to be drawn and to say, no, you know what? There are alternatives out here. I don't want to play your guys' stupid game of paying for overpriced stuff. That sucks. So here's Fang, one of the battle conquerors. Or one of the battle... What are they called? Battle conquerors. One of the battle playsets, whatever they're called. So that's Fang. And then he was a figure also in like the Heroes and Villains thing. Because then they released all those battle ones as little figures. But here's the Max that goes with it. He's just got some punching bags looking all cool. M is slightly stylized, but you can probably tell that this one is a repro. So it still, once again, passes. Looks good, fits in there. His boxing gloves become the eyeballs. So he's in there, looking cool. Boom, that's Fang. Oops. Dr. Brains. That's what I call him. This guy's cool. I sent my brother one of these that I didn't break, so that's nice. Totally forgetting his actual name. So go ahead and correct me, because I don't remember. Dr. Brains. Here's the Max in here. He's holding a fish and a shake weight. Who knows? No stylized M means reproduction. But it passes. And goes in here. Looks pretty good. Doesn't quite, some of them do and some of them don't. They don't quite fit inside the little feet thing. They kind of do. I'm sure I can, like, you know, sand it off or something, but whatever, I'm not going to do that. Looks fine. Dr. Brain. So now those are in there. And you might have noticed that I have a couple other figures in there. So that's where this comes into play. It's up here. Camera didn't shut off for no reason. That's cool. Thanks a lot, camera, for actually working today. Appreciate that. So here's where the Mini Mutants figures came from, those couple of bags. And then I got a couple others. So if you haven't guessed already, these are the remaining 3. Wait. These are the remaining 3, and I got 1 extra from my brother. The remaining 3 season. These are the remaining 3 Series 2 Shrunken Heads. So these are reproductions. Hadn't got like a reproduction case before, so I wasn't really sure if that was something I wanted to do. Because it's different. I trusted the guy making figures. I was like, he can definitely do the figures, because I got the Maxnificent Seven, and I think they're freaking amazing. So I was like, yeah, I can get the figures for sure. But as for the playsets themselves, I was like, I don't know. And I was hoping, you know, I was hoping that they would pop up somewhere, or somebody would be offering them at not a ridiculous price. But it is what it is, you know. So, alright, let's see. So, let's start off. You can see those 3 there. Lava Lord. Goblin Face. What's his name? I totally don't remember. Who is this guy? What is this? What is this goblin motherfucker? And then this one's Doom. Is this Gargoyle? Is that what this is? Doom. Alright, so I do have some funny news. Is that this one I already broke because they suck. So Doom has these 2 like red eyes. So I didn't know how to open it, and I was trying to like push down, and it went snap, and I went, oh no. And I pushed down on his chin. I'm still having problems like opening this. These don't have the hinges in them. There was some shipping reason or whatever, but I pushed down and I totally broke the little eye, which is in there, and it's stuck. Oh, there it is. So here's a little eye with the red dot on it, and I totally broke it, but I could totally super glue that later. It's fine. But here's Doom. Actually looks pretty cool. And one of these things goes in there. Is this one the Fishing Club? Maybe? So you can see non-stylized M, no imprint on the bottom. So it's maybe that one? I don't know. We're going to have to look at these one by one and see which one actually fits. So here's Gargoyle. These ones just are very weird. I can see why these ones are maybe a little bit more rare, because they open weird and they fit weird, and I'm like, what's going on here? So here's the Gargoyle inside of it. Oh god, I'm already dropping stuff. I don't even know where the guy is supposed to be hanging out at. Where are you supposed to go, Max? Like, what's going on here, man? Maybe it's, I'm gonna maybe do this one because it fits inside. So it's the Max with the axe. Max with the axe. That fit in there okay? So he fits in the Gargoyle, so maybe that's the one. Because I didn't do my homework right before. I knew at one point, and then I started this episode and now I don't remember. Okay, so here's the last one. This is a Lava Lord. Opens up a really weird way. Rawr. And there's not much going on inside of there. And it is what it is. It is what it is. So maybe, because this one's got this point, this sword with this point, maybe it sticks out of the guy's head. Maybe. I feel like I'm going to break everything. Alright, maybe we need to take a break so I can just look it up real quick. Because I use my phone to record, so I can't look anything up. So, timeout. This fucking thing moved again. Of course it did. So just time out for a second while I get some more information. Okay, here's the information I found. First of all, that dude in there, the skull with the snake, is called Raptile, which is so clever and cool, and I just love it. Mr. Brain is called Dr. Zygot, or Zygot. Dr. Zygot or Dr. Zygot? One of those two, depending on your pronunciation. So that's that dude. And then Fang, those things are called Battle Warriors. So here we go. Flood of information coming back to me. Doom goes with this fish and club thing. Lava Lord goes with Axe Max. And Gargoyle, I kind of remember this one, but I was like, how am I going to get this to fit in there? Goes with this golden sword guy. And then I have the extra Skullmaster, so we can do a comparison of like the actual release versus a reproduction. And then this one's for my bro. If he likes them, then he can get the remaining ones that maybe he doesn't have yet. But I did send him a couple. He's got Dr. Zygot and the Conqueror and Fang. So he's got those, and I was gonna have a reproduction Skullmaster, so he'll have 4. 4 of those, and then if he wants to get the other ones, he definitely can. And then I just realized that I have 4 of this one, so he'll have 4 of that one, I'll have 4 of that one, and then we can keep working on these to get the rest of them. Which I kind of knew for this episode. I was like, I don't have everything of all the stuff that I would want to have at this time, but that's okay. I'll just do the episode, and we'll just keep, the search continues. We'll just keep going. Alright, so can I get these reproduction maxes to fit into these reproduction shrunken head cases? I don't think that I can. Oh, okay. That was easy. Alright, that one goes in there. Easy! Alright, let's get them in a bag. Gargoyle, you need to have this golden sword guy fit in here. So deal with it. Sketchy, man. I just kind of pushed it in there. Alright, so he's in the gargoyle. Can I ever get him out again? Probably not. But that's fine. The heck did I just do? Did I just do that backwards? Dang it. This guy threw me off. There's the ones that have the face or whatever like straight onward, and then there's the ones that have it like flat. So I put the guy in there backwards. Because I put the hinge in first, but that's not what we're doing. We'd be facing the other way, like that. Last but not least, Lava Lord, which kind of makes sense that it would have this really short max. But also super weird the way that it opens. Oh god, this one even gonna fit at all? What's going on here? I have to like rip open this bag just so it like fits. Get in there, pal. I'm gonna have to sit weird because it just opens weird, sits weird. Jeez, Louise, lemon squeeze. Boom, Series 2, Shrunken Heads. All inside safety bags inside a display. So now clearly, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need those 4 missing Shrunken Heads. And then I will have all the Shrunken Heads in some Maxnificent 7. Man, this camera is the bane of my search for Mighty Max existence. The memory card got full. This little thing fell out of the battery case, so that's cool. And the batteries were dead. I'm like, are you fucking serious? But anyway, continuing on. Got them all full. I got 4 of the Shrunken Heads for Series 1. And I got all of them for Series 2 with a couple of reproductions for 3 of the cases and 5 of the figures. I forget. Yes, yes, yes. That one's real. That one's real. Yep, yep, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of the 6 of them. I only have 2 figures. Why am I even? I only got 2 figures. So yeah, but they're all there. They're all accounted for. That's awesome. I'm able to send my bro some of my duplicates because I'm the oldest and I get to say what hand-me-downs you get. Which is a play on I'm the leader. I get to say where we're going to go from Aristocats. That's my callback for this episode. Okay, so let's take a closer look at the Skullmaster. Reproduction versus not. There's a plane outside because this is the Central Valley and that's what planes do around here. They just fly around in circles. It's starting to get warm because it's April and middle of April, so it's starting to get hot. It's spring, and weirdly enough, it snowed last week, quote unquote snowed, or every 5 years we get hail, so we call it snow. So that was weird, but that happened. Okay, so here's the 2 Skullmasters. Can you tell which one is which? I feel like they both look pretty good. But if you look at the back, you can kind of tell. But they still look pretty comparable. Like, You know, from a distance, they both look like them. Let's open them up and check out the Skull Masters in there. You can definitely tell, but it's pretty comparable. I mean, when you think about what's being done here. Okay, how about the figures? So here's the figures. I just need one to focus. Come on. There we go. Can I bring two in? Whoop. I'm Mighty Max too. So it was an attempt on stylizing it. You can see the darker M. But they're comparable, you know? Like, they both look good. One you can tell that it's a reproduction, but that's okay. Like, from back here, you know? Can't tell as much, and it still looks pretty good on the shelf. So, until somebody starts reprinting these, another plane. You know, certain things I don't think can be picked up by the camera, and then other things I'm like, why did it pick that up? Are you serious? So I figure you guys can hear it, so I'm going to mention that we got planes around here. But yeah, those are the two Skullmaster Shrunken Head playsets. While that pilot is fucking around outside, I'll put these away. Series 2 Shrunken Heads. Pretty cool. So I'll send this one to you, bro. This one's for you. If you like it, you like the figure inside, we can definitely reach out and get you the rest of them for sure. I myself was not positive on what it would be like and the quality and everything, but I think that I give it a pass. I give it a passing score. Got it in a bag. Boom. Alright, let's talk about something that everybody loves. Shrunken Heads. Fucking dude, I hate these things so much. Why do they even exist? But we're trying to get every single Mighty Max shell. Maybe the figures in the future, but for right now we just want every playset represented. Represented? We want every playset represented. So that one is called Carbon. It's freaking nasty looking. Like, so gross. Like, what is going on here? And it opens up there. I don't have any of the Max figures for these. But yeah, it's like a keychain kind of thing. But honestly, it makes a pretty good stand. So I just kind of turn these that way and then I can stand them up. Which actually, I guess that's pretty cool. I'll say right now, the one that I do not have, I have 7 of these, but I'm missing one. The one that I'm missing is called Hemlock, that little fucker. So, you know, I got a couple here missing, but I'm missing one of the Dreadheads or Hairy Heads. They're also called Scalps, which I think is the coolest name. But they definitely suck, and I definitely am not super excited about collecting them. But what are you gonna do? There are 2 that I do kind of like, which I'll show you guys these right now. So this one's called Anthrax 9. It's like a alien. And I'm receiving a phone call, so time out. I'm back. So the girlfriend came home, brought me some food. I said no. The sustenance must wait, because I'm talking about Mighty Max. So I will come back for the food. But for now, it's Mighty Max time. Okay, where did I leave off here? Oh, and I taped this camera because solving real problems in real time is my new thing now. Real problems in real time. Solving real problems. Okay, so carbon's out there. Carbon's gross, whatever. I don't have hemlock. I'll show a picture here. The hemlock sucks because I can't find him except for like 50 bucks or whatever. And these scalps, hairy heads, dread heads are lame. And I don't want to pay that much money for something so lame. So hopefully it pops up for some decent price, but whatever. But me and my brother are both hunting for that little fucker, so it should pop up at some point. And then, yeah, there's two that I don't hate that are kind of interesting. One's called Anthrax 9. I call it the Men in Black alien. So that's this one. Kind of cool. Looks like an alien, because it is. And this has got to be hands down my favorite. This one's called Razorback. But I call it Ganon from Legend of Zelda, because how is that not the devil pig from Zelda? Link, I will destroy you. Oh. So there's Ganon. This next one's called Garatoid. Kind of looks like a Star Wars character to me, maybe. But look at those teeth. Wow. Open it up. It's got two tusks, and then boom, lots of teeth. There's that guy. Skull Crusher. Mighty Max has lots of skeletons, so this is the obligatory skull guy. And then I got this one. This fucking guy, the ball sack, the Mighty Max. It's like a troll or something. Open him up, open his mouth, and you can see his nose. But otherwise, it just kind of. Call this guy Teabag. And then that guy sucks. So let's try to end on a high note. I actually on the online Mighty Max Facebook group page, I found this one. Boom. So I did get a carded dreadhead, so wah, wah. But this one is a Ruptus, and he's purple. And my thought was, you know what? I already have a purple monster head. So let's just get two purple guys, and they'll hang out together being all purpley. So the purple Eruptus dreadhead guy. So that means I have one scalp with the Mighty Max figure, but yeah, they're just the Series 2 Doom Zone Max. There's nothing special, you know? Not like the Monster Head ones, where you got freaking Max with his Excalibur, like, so freaking awesome. And that was specifically the Monster Head that the Max that I had, with the Monster Head that I had, was with the sword, and I was like, I have to get that one. In the package, whatever. So both of these I got from that Facebook group page. I'd messaged them and... No, wait, that's not correct. One of these I got from eBay, but I had to message the guy because it didn't have like international shipping on it. And I was like, I still really want that. Just let me know what I need to pay you, and I'll, invoice me in PayPal, and you can ship it, whatever you need to do. And because it came from the UK, I got a better deal, right? Because in the UK, Mighty Max isn't as crazy as the United States, because the United States is freaking ridiculous, and we're stupid. God, Americans are the worst. So yeah, here's the Dreadheads, and one of them is carded, which is cool. Let's see. Would that work? Maybe? Cool. Little display. You can kind of see them through there. Let's see. I do have some more Mighty Max stuff here. I don't have any space, so I need to clear the table here. So here's these stupid scalps. Carded monster head, carded scalp. Shrunken Heads Series 2. Cyber Rover! Woohoo! Dude, Cyber Rover is so awesome. I forgot to clip in the pictures of the Cyber Rover. I actually took it outside a couple days ago, actually right before it rained. It was like the perfect morning. And I was like, Cyber Rover! So I took a couple pictures outside. And it looks freaking awesome. So I'll put this in frame again. And put some pictures up there on the top where that wall is. Yeah, I can see that. That'll be cool. So yeah, I took those guys outside where they should be because it's a Cyber Rover and it's meant to go outside and look cool. Because that's how I played with it. I was like, we can go everywhere because we're like a little tank, you know. So yep, there's the Cyber Rover again for your viewing pleasure. All right, let's talk about some more Mighty Max stuff here. We got some variants. Got the Wolf Ship variant. I don't have the front piece obviously, but I have some broken aliens. How's that? How's that for cool? So the figures, the aliens are black for the variant, so here's like half one. And I think this guy's missing his arm or something. Yeah. So I got parts of aliens for the Wolf Ship variant. And then I also got the Fire Alien, which my bro mentioned. I totally agree with you, bro. Like, the Fire Alien is a lot cooler than the Ice Alien. I don't have any figures or anything, but it's still pretty rad. And I have to confess that I have the Wolf Ship, the normal one, but I don't have an Ice Alien. I don't have an Ice Alien or a Skull Dungeon of all of the play sets for the Doom Zones. So I got Wolf Ship, but I don't have Ice Alien, and I don't have the Skull Dungeon. Even though I'm pretty sure the Skull Dungeon was the first commercially released Mighty Max playset, Doom Zone, and I don't have it. I figured maybe you'd have a duplicate, or maybe it would pop up naturally, because there's a lot of that one out there. I have some of the figures, or maybe both the figures, the Frankenstein and the Scientist, but I don't actually have the playset. But I got these two variants, so that's cool. And I also got, which I've already showed these, but I'm going to show them again, because anytime I get an opportunity to show these, I will take that opportunity. Put one of these pieces on here. So Cyber Skull, whoa, that was interesting timing for his mouth to open up. So Cyber Skull with the custom paint job, oh my god, it looks so cool. So I have that variant, at least. And then I also have this variant, which is one of, if not my favorite. It's like the coolest playset already, right? And then you make it a different color with a custom paint job, and just, oh my god, are you serious right now? So that's the Palace of Poison. It's freaking rad. But the custom gold sheeny shiny paint job, and it looks so good. So I'm putting that there. So I got those two variants, and I got those two custom painted variants. Now, I was totally on the fence on getting another one of these custom painted ones. I'm going to show a picture of it. I didn't buy it, so don't get excited. I didn't buy it. I don't have it because it was $240, and I said no. Remember that line I said earlier? I said, nah, I can't do it. There's a line there. 240 bucks? Are you kidding me right now? I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I was talking with the guy These are made by Kaizen, who paints these. So they did like they had to make, the reason why it was so expensive, it's called the Night Lizard. So here's a picture of it. And the reason it was so expensive is that it was a custom case, because they had to use clear plastic and then paint over it. So it's translucent plastic, and then the paint had to go on it, translucent in a way, right? So you can see through the whole shell. Looks freaking dope. Looks amazing, but I just couldn't swing it. I was like, holy crap. Did I say night lizard? Night salamander. So it's supposed to be a salamander. So they changed it from a lizard, which is one of the best Mighty Max playsets of all time, in my opinion. More readily available in the UK, it seems, because it's just a hard one to find in the United States. But yeah, it looks amazing. They made it into the Night Salamander, which looks even more amazing. But I just couldn't swing the price, and I said, you know, there's other stuff out there. We got new stuff being made. At the time, I had pre-ordered new stuff from Peria, or Peria, however you want to pronounce it. The new company that made the new Mighty Max stuff that we just reviewed. So with the reindeer and the Mighty Hat. So at the time I had pre-ordered those, and I was kind of looking at this new custom painted with the different shell, and I was like, I just can't do it. Can't do it. But at least you know it exists. You saw a picture of it. It's out there. And seeing these playsets like this, they look awesome. But here's some pictures of the Cyber Skull, which hopefully you can see like why I was like, oh dude, I have to buy that. Because seeing these in person, they look great. And I have them in my hand and I'm like, yes. But like a professional photography session and trying to capture these playsets, like they look super good. So that's the Cyber Skull. And the Palace of Poison, here's some photos for that one, which is the best playset. So classic. I don't know what else to say. Palace of Poison is freaking dope. But these are my variant sets that I have. I have two like regular, normal, actual variant sets, and I have two custom painted ones. So I'm good with this. I'm good with this. I know there's some other variants and things out there. But like I said, there's a line. I'm not going to pay hundreds of dollars for a red colored Battle Warriors Conqueror guy, because that's just crazy. And I've seen the variant Scorpion, which is pretty awesome looking, but I'm just not going to shell out that bucks for something like that. It's just not worth it to me. I already have all these things. I don't need to have all the stuff, you know? Okay, so a little bit on some variant sets. So put these things away. But we're not done yet. Don't even worry about that. We got a little ways to go. We got a little ways to go. We got a couple more things to look at, talk about, search for, find, and talk about Mighty Max. So don't even fret. Don't even be concerned. Don't even worry. Just be happy. Because we're going to keep going here. Just cleaning up as I go. Cleaning up as I go. That's the second song on my country album. Solving real problems in real time. That's one song. And the other one's called Cleaning Up As I Go. So I can make space for another display and talk about toys that I want to talk about. Alright, so speaking about variants. Bag sounds. Lots of bag sounds. Bear with me. Getting some figures out. Alright, so you know these. Because these are from Dragon Island. And these are awesome. So what is going on with these figures? What? These have to have been like custom painted, right? I haven't really taken a super close look at these, but today I am. Like, there's gotta be, like, what? Who put that yellow in there? And this guy's holding, like, a bone or something. It's bone colored, because the other side is bone colored, but they didn't do the other side. So the one on the right is the one that comes in the playset. But this wasn't painted on this side? That's confusing. Alright, let's check out the other one. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm assuming custom paint, because I haven't seen where... Dude, focus. Come on, there you go. So I haven't seen these anywhere. Yeah, just adding the scales on there. Just looks so much better. So I don't know. I don't know what's I don't know where those came from. I mean, I know where I got them from, but I don't know. Somebody painted them or what? But that's my segue. And we're talking about Dragon Island. Oh, side note, this is my, that's my Necrosaur from when I was a child. When I was a kid, that's my Necrosaur that I've had. So when I gave away all these toys on behalf of me and my brothers, so we had to re-find and rediscover all these things. I kept the Necrosaur. I said, nah, I'm going to keep that piece. So this is my actual Necrosaur, the seed that I kept for all the Mighty Max stuff. And it's got the little bomb on his belly. But yeah, that's my actual Necrosaur. Right, the one on the right is my Necrosaur, the one on the left is not. Gotta remember which one's which. So I have two of them. So this one goes with this playset. I'm just keeping it, you know, separate. So Dragon Island. I already mentioned this before, but it's literally the first playset I rebought. Even before we did an official start to the search for Mighty Max. Because it's one of my favorites. Or it is my favorite. Dragon Island's my favorite. It's so cool. So, just going to take a minute. Appreciate Dragon Island. This noise, so classic. So classic. Kind of similar to that noise. So they can talk to each other. I guess my favorite toys make this noise. Okay, so this boat goes over yonder. The stupid worm goes here. The front goes here. Did I take out the batteries? I feel like I did. Because if you leave batteries in, it gets nasty. So don't leave your batteries in your toys. Skullmaster, the cool one. Because there's other Skullmasters out there. But this one is the coolest. And I got a Max for it. And I got these. And I got a Virgil and a Norman. And I got the purple thing that he shoots out of. Just saying that it's complete. So, this is a complete Dragon Island. I'm not going to put everything in there because that's annoying. If I wanted to, I could. Complete Dragon Island. Oh, buddy. Boom. So cool. But don't worry, we also got this one. Boom. Welcome to Skull Mountain. What? Also complete. Shoot, I forgot something. I need to go grab. So that's annoying. BRB. Okay, found the piece. So easy to lose, so annoying to find. So I got the new Skull Mountain with the box, right? And it came with this little lava, whatever thing. But I had also ordered, because I knew I didn't have it, a reproduction, a clone of it. So you can see the difference. Like, it's not as polished, you know, but it would still count. Still works. So I'm definitely going to keep the official piece. And then I also have a clone for the ball. Because, dude, it's just a ball. Like, seriously? I don't want to have $10, right? $10, $20 for this fucking little piece. I know what I got. Suck a dick. Just trying to make my shit complete, you know? Why you gotta do me like that? Supply and demand. I know what I got. Wait a minute, this goes in here? Yes. And then... Dude, this thing... Alright, Dragon Island. You need to go over here. Make way for Skull Mountain. Because that goes right there. Yes. Yes, I got all the other pieces as well. Some of these pieces are so random though. Like, who designed this place? What's going on here? You got a hammerhead shark scub, submarine. That was weird. What the heck? Why did that happen? Alright, hammerhead, shark, submarine. Turtle goes back there. Crab. Cool. This rock thing comes out, attaches to this. So now you have an island that this thing can land on. And this shark goes here. And this dragon goes here. Dude, what a crazy place. Are you serious? It's so freaking rad. But also, like, what are even some of these figures? head in there, dude. Alright, cool. And this rock guy who, like, hangs out over here or something. I don't know. And then this dude, the warmonger guy. Then you got the scary schoolmaster. Wow, he's so scary. Look at the difference between these two. Are you serious? That's supposed to be schoolmaster? Nah, this is schoolmaster for sure, right? Yeah, the one on the right is definitely schoolmaster. And then I'm pretty sure this came with an earlier generation Max, but the one that I found was like Series 2, so whatever. That's the one I got, and he's gonna go in the sub. So that is all the Skull Mountain figures that come with this thing, if I remember correctly, and I'm pretty sure I do, because this playset is super dope. So I just want to see the front real quick with the dragon and stuff. Oh, and this thing. I didn't have this for the longest time, and then I finally got a Skelevator. Clever name, right? I just leave that in there. And look, another one of those noises of kids' toys in the 90s. Come here, crab. Bro, like, he does not want to come out. How you break 90s toys. The sounds of 90s toys. Whoa! Jesus. Would you calm the fuck down? Oh, it like pushed it. Because of course we have to precariously balance everything. Oh my god. Alright, so one eyeball goes there, and one eyeball goes there. So there's his eyeballs, and he has raised brows. And the axe. Kind of cool. You can't even see. So the axe goes and then slices the thing, so that way it spins out the front and easily lost forever. Great, great plan. Surprised if I don't lose these both right now. So let's put these over here. Alright, and then the back, you can see the dragon with his head sticking out. And this thing turns. Pretty cool. Alright, let's grab a dragon. Come out of there. Take all these figures. Put them all in here. Complete. There's all those. There's all those. Also complete. A lot of figures. A lot of figures going on here. So only one way to make these two huge big ass playsets more complete, right? So we got to get the boxes, which you already saw. So to make these more complete, we're going to head to the kitchen to finish the last steps of completeness. So come join me. Hey, welcome back to the kitchen. This is where I was checking out those boxes before when those came in. So I figured this would be a good place to put the playsets in their actual homes. In the boxes, right? That's where they used to live, so we're sending them back home. I had to improvise a little bit because I thought I'd hit record and one of those clips I hadn't, so I needed to fill in that gap with something, so I kind of did a little thing here. I kept wanting to say, or I thought I needed to say Death Mountain instead of Skull Mountain. So I figured I would just do a mashup and bring out some Zelda action figures and stick those in there. Because I just kept thinking, I was like, Death Mountain, Skull Mountain. I just feel like Mighty Max has a lot of skull stuff, obligatory skull stuff, skeleton stuff, Skull Master, Cyber Skull, Skull Dungeon, Skull this, Skull that, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, Skull Mountain as well? Like, Death Mountain just sounds cooler to me. But I was like, wait a minute, that's a different franchise. That's a different set of characters. That's a whole different thing. That's a video game thing. Wait a minute, that's from Zelda. But yeah, so we're here. I'm gonna start packing this thing up so we can stick it into the box. Let's see. Hey, where's the bag at? Where's the baguette? Get all these little tiny pieces. Into one location. Oops. That in there. Rock monster. Thought he could hide. I spotted him. This crab is like not wanting. There we go. Jeez. That turtle's so cool. I finally ended up just I think buying that one. It's like, yeah, give me that turtle. It's cool enough to want to just buy it. Skelevator can stay in there because that's rad. Alright, so got this. Got that. And check this out. I actually got the protectors for these. I was thinking earlier, it just made me laugh. I made a joke and it made me laugh. It's like a push-up bra for your old box toys. It's like, it just needs a little bit of support, right? Just a little bit. So these old boxes, man, these protectors like really keep it all contained and looking good. So Dragon Island and Skull Mountain, not Death Mountain, but Skull Mountain. So now they're in their protectors, looking pretty good. I got some bubble wrap so I can put these in here safely because I don't have the inserts. So let's do Dragon Island first because I think it's a little easier. So this protector opens on the top. There's some kind of math I think the guy does. So I get these protectors from Katana. It's like Katana Collectibles or something. They make custom protectors, so I hope some other people get these too because I'm sure they want to. And even if they don't want to, they should be protecting their Skull Mountain boxes or their Dragon Island boxes. I wrapped up Dragon Island earlier, so I'm hoping I can just stick this right back in here. kind of wrapped it around loosely so it filled the space in the box. That is not working. Great, okay. We'll just do it again, I guess. Yeah, the Return to Dragon Island, first playset I ever rebought, because it was like my favorite. And yeah, funny thing, you had mentioned, because you got the Skull Mountain box too, bro. You had mentioned, like, dude, I can keep all my Mighty Max toys in here. So when we were younger, that's what we did. That's where they were. But I had it in my room. And I just had all the Mighty Max stuff in the Skull Mountain box. So in my mind, the box seemed fine, but I bet you it was so trashed from keeping all the other Mighty Max stuff in there. Alright, Dragon Island. Safe in a bubble wrap, complete. Now we're going to make it more complete. There's the frog inside the box. That's how I knew I was going to get this one. And then I also found out in the other corner here it says Simon. So that's maybe who owned these before. So thanks, Simon. Got your frog box. Which one was the back of this thing? Let's be smart with gravity here. Make it work with us. I had to do a little bit of box surgery on the Dragon Island one, so I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. I used a teeny tiny bit of tape just to keep it all good. See that kind of rip right there, but all in all, this box is amazing. The artwork is fantastic. The comics are super cool too. And yeah, it's like, yeah, that's what it kind of felt like to like play with these toys and use your imagination. It's like, yeah, that's kind of what it felt like. Like the comics is like what it felt like. So it's nice to have that with that because it just makes it a little bit more than a piece of plastic. It's the creativity, right? It's the imagination behind it. Taste pure dragon fire, mortal. First you fry and then you die. Alright, Skull Mountain. This one should be at least a little bit easier because I can just slide it in from the side. This one I use the tape, the actual tape, the old school 90s tape is actually intact on this side. So we leave that be. Let it do its thing. So you can check out the back while I do this part. Alright, this one's weird because you gotta open it. Guess I should do it like that so it kind of matches. Having a new complete box with the inserts would be pretty rad. But we work with what we got, and this is still pretty next level to have a complete one in the box with some bubble wrap to keep it safe, and with the protector to keep the overall package safe. So this works. I'm super happy with this. This is gonna look awesome on the shelf. It'll be nice knowing that it's complete in there. Like looking at it and being like, it's not just a box, it's complete. And we went on a journey getting that playset, getting all the pieces. All right. Don't be a punk, just let me. Do this without damaging anything. Why is there resistance? Put a little bit of tape behind here to keep it all good. Okay, and all the pieces, which I guess can just sit right there. Why not? And then we box it up. Put like a warning on this. Do not store on side. Store upright. Sweet. So there we go. Stay together, box. Yeah, the protector super helps with this. Are you kidding me? So Skull Mountain complete in the box. Dragon Island complete in the box. Life is good. Yeah! And we got also we got these ones. Maxnificent Seven. And we got some Series 1 Shrunken Heads. And some Series 2 Shrunken Heads. And just to add one more thing, I got a protector for this monster head, because this monster head is like one of my favorites. And I actually got it on the bubble pack, which I hate bubble packs, but in this case I make an exception. So yeah. And just to add something extra. Because why not? Mash up! Link, my boy. Let's put your shield out a little bit. His balance is a little wonky. Alright. So there we go. Boxed, protected, complete, big ass Mighty Max playsets. The biggest playsets and the smallest playsets. All together. We got some custom pieces in here. Same with the Series 2 Shrunken Heads. But mostly original products from 1,000 years ago. Yeah, what an exciting day. This is awesome to have this all come together. And my brother and I had just done the review for the Mighty Max 30th anniversary playset from Peria, along with a brand new character, Rover Robin, who's going to continue on the journey of Mighty Max, but without the hat, and instead with a Game Rover, which I don't know how that's going to play out, but I'm excited to learn more about it. But yeah, perfect timing. They always say like out with the old and in with the new, and I say in with both the old and the new. Especially when you're talking about Mighty Max, right? So yeah, this is super dope. I'm gonna do a close-up shot here in a second. Just looking at the footage with these color schemes. Zelda's got the mountain, she's got the castle, and Link's got the Dragon Island, just in terms of coloring and spirit. Yeah, that fits a little bit better, right? So, a side note, this all looks amazing. I left the Dreadheads out because who cares about those? So I left those out, and I just wanted to focus on everything that I have here, because this stuff is amazing. And too much amazing stuff on the table. No room for lame-ass Dreadheads. Lame-ass Dreadheads, lame-ass hairy heads, lame-ass scalps. Get out of here. Too much awesomeness. Don't need that on the table too. So yeah, I'm really happy with the playsets I got here. The completeness of it. The way that I'm protecting it. Dude, this is so awesome. So, not much else I can say right now. I'm just going to be happy with my collection here and planning on displaying these on the top of the shelf. So I'll do some close-ups here in a second. So with that being said, webs out and peace out.
Gotta search for Mighty Max. You gotta search for Mighty Max. You gotta search for Mighty Max. You gotta Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are my favorite. Micro machines are a classic. What takes you back? Batman, it's Batman, Spider-Man, shooting webs out of his hands. You got it. You got it. You got it. You gotta search for Mighty Max. You gotta search for Mighty Max. You gotta search for Mighty Max. You gotta search.